Okay, now we're going to talk about The Lady's Yes. The Lady's Yes is written by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So, The Lady's Yes is a poem or one of the most known poems during the Victorian period. So, before we're going to go deeper on this poem, we're going to talk about its poet, of course. The Lady's Yes by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So we have here Cry of the Children and the Lady's Yes and the likes are her famous poems. Okay, so Elizabeth Barrett Browning is an English poet whose reputation rests on on her love poem. So usually Elizabeth's poems are all about love. Okay, so she is highly renowned as Victorian poet who was known for her vibrant personality and feminist views. So he was known of his vibrant personality and her feminist views. So let's go to the poem itself. So we have here The Lady's Yes. I'm going to read you the poem first. Yes, I answered you last night. No, this morning, sir, I say. Colors seen by candlelight will not look the same by day. So we have here, in the first stanza, we can say that the lady in this poem told the wooer yes, right, before or last night. But this morning, she said no unto the wooer, because she said that colors seen by candlelight will not look the same by day. So the candlelight at that night isn't the same on this day. Okay? When the tapers played their best, lamps above and lamps below, love me sounded like a jest, fit for yes or fit for no. On the second stanza, we have here the tabors played their best. So the tabors playing their best. So it is all about musical instruments, right? The tabors were talking about the musical instrument. So they played their best. That is why she was influenced by the tabors which are played best. So the lady is being influenced to say yes unto the wooer. But it says here, love me sounded like a jest, fit for yes or fit for no. So portrays fairly on society women to have freedom of choosing or to decide what they are going to say, fit for yes or fit for no. So it talks about how they wanted freedom that during the Victorian period of women who are going to say yes or they can say no, right? So it's woman fairness in that time. Call me false or call me free. Vow whatever light may shine. No man on your face shall see any grief for change on mine. So whatever you're going to do, no man on your face shall see any grief for change on mine. So the lady in this poem stand for herself, not to change or of her decision. So we have here, yet the scene is on us, but time to dance is not to woo. Wooer light makes fickle thought, scorn of me recoils on you. So we have to emphasize the time to dance is not to woo. So she is saying that the time for dancing is not for wooing. Okay? Wooer light makes fickle thought, scorn of me recoils on you. Okay. We have here, learn to win a lady's faith, nobly as the thing is high, bravely as for life and death, with a loyal brevity. So, in here, in this stanza, okay, the lady is teaching the man who is her wooer on how to win a lady's faith, okay, bravely as for life and death. Even for life and death, he has to sacrifice everything for his woman, for the lady, right? Lead her from the festive boards, point her to the starry skies, guide her by your truthful words, pure from courtship's flatteries. So, wooing is or should be pure from courtship flatteries. Disregard those courtship flatteries, but be truthful for your words. The lady said. Okay, by your truth, she shall be true, ever true as wives of yore, and her yes once said to you shall be yes forevermore. Okay, so in here, in this stanza, the lady is trying to educate the man how to behave, trying to woo a woman. So she or every man should treat a woman in a respectable manner, right? Instead of surface actions of wooing, man should guard her by his truthful words and yes, I have said a while ago, pure from courtship flatteries. And the wooing may be enjoyable. That's courtship flatteries, I've said. Wooing may be enjoyable, but to gain a life partner, man must truly want to protect his lady and treat her like a queen. Okay, so that is The Lady's Yes by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So we have here the theme. In The Lady's Yes, Elizabeth Barrett Browning depicts a strong, independent woman who is able to say no to a man she has already said and yes, or she has already said yes to in a courtship. So we've seen there that, or we've noticed there that the lady said yes after or the night before the morning, right? And she has said no at the time after the wooing or after the courtship. Through the speaker's final words, she also uses the poem to teach men who are courting women how to do so in a respectful manner. Okay, so the theme also can be feminine strength and morality. Okay, we have here the feminine strength to decide on what we are going to say or to answer our wooer. To we can say yes or we can say no. So in the Victorian period, that is what the women are dreaming of or have dreamed of in that period. To say, to have the decision or to have the freedom to decide on choosing to say yes or no. Branding creates determined female speaker and teaches men that they can be told no, which they must learn to accept. So for men there, for all of the men there, okay. In here, the ladies yes, Browning teaches you to accept when you are being told no in courtship. Okay. For here we have the symbolism. So the candlelight symbolizes, okay, the first symbol is the candlelight, of course. The candlelight symbolizes uncertainty of life and transience. It creates an optical illusion in the room, changing the shapes of the objects and making them appear something they are not. So the wooing happens at night, right? So the candlelight in that poem creates an optical illusion. So take note of that illusion. So, pretending, the people are pretending of something or someone they are not. So that is what the candlelight symbolizes. Okay, so that ends our poem, The Lady's Yes. Thank you, and hope that you've learned something.